It was past midnight. The once crowded streets of the city had quieted down, lit only by pale streetlights. A cool breeze stirred the leaves, and flags hanging from poles gently swayed. Marcus Bennett, 38, was a disciplined man with a strong background. He worked in military intelligence for the Pentagon. That day, he had attended a high-level security briefing in Washington, D.C., and was now driving back to his home in Maryland. Still dressed in formal attire, his tie slightly loosened, he looked tired. Classical music played softly in his car, Mozart, calming as ever. But something inside him was unsettled. A familiar feeling, a subtle, invisible tension, crept in. A feeling he had known all his life, the burden of being judged by skin color. As he glanced at the rearview mirror, he saw them, those red and blue flashing lights. The sirens grew louder, and the music faded beneath the thump of his heartbeat. He slowly pulled over, took a deep breath, placed his hands on the steering wheel. This might have been the 100th time he had been pulled over, but tonight felt different. He could sense it. Officer Daniels, a white male in his 40s, exited his patrol car, experienced, seasoned, but unknowingly filled with deep-seated biases. As he approached Marcus's car, his hand instinctively rested on his holstered gun. Daniels glanced at Marcus's suit, but quickly focused on his face, or more precisely, his skin tone. A nice car, late at night, a black driver. His mind had already made a decision. "License and registration now," he barked with suspicion in his tone. "Of course, officer," Marcus replied calmly, maintaining eye contact. "My ID is in my inside jacket pocket. May I—" "Show me your hands! Don't reach!" Daniel suddenly yelled. The shout pierced the night stillness. The gun was drawn. Time seemed to slow for Marcus. In just a few seconds, memories flashed through his mind. His father wrongfully arrested, being followed at stores as a teenager. College classmates saying, "You're not like the others." But Marcus didn't panic. He stayed composed, slowly raised both hands. "Stay calm, officer. I was just trying to show my ID. My hands are up." Daniel's paused, still tense. His eyes showed fear, but not of danger, of difference. There was no threat, just a man trying to get home. Marcus, deliberately slow and transparent in his movements, reached for his wallet. He opened it and showed his military ID along with a special clearance badge from the Pentagon. Emblazoned beneath a silver star was the title, Department of Defense, top clearance level. Daniels froze. His eyes scanned the badge. His grip on the gun loosened. You're federal?" he asked, his voice now trembling. "Correct," Marcus replied steadily. "I was in D.C. today for a classified briefing. I work in military intelligence. This badge is real, and your body cam caught everything, didn't it?" Daniels couldn't find his words. He was silent, paralyzed by the weight of what he had done. I, I was just doing my job," he muttered weakly. "No," Marcus said firmly. "You saw my skin and decided I was a threat. If I didn't have this badge, how would this night have ended?" Daniel said nothing, shame written all over his face. Marcus didn't file a report that night. He didn't press charges. But the body cam footage told the whole story. Days later, it leaked. The media caught on. Pentagon officer racially profiled by local cop during routine stop. Public outrage followed. Thousands flooded the police department with emails and calls. Daniels was placed on leave. But the impact didn't stop there. An internal review launched. Anti-bias training became mandatory. Marcus posted just one short message on social media. "Tonight my badge protected me. But not everyone carries a badge. We should be protected by our humanity, not by proof of authority." His words went viral, shared, echoed, quoted across platforms. One man spoke out. and thousands who had stayed silent found their voice. Because racism doesn't always start with violent, and sometimes it starts with a stare, but so does change, with one act of courage.